You know, when I started out in menswear, like a novice in any field, I didn't realize it was the little things that made a big difference. One of the little things that I feel gets overlooked in menswear are the vents of a jacket. So in this video, I want to take a deeper look at it, the different type of vents there are, how does that affect the drape of a jacket, and which one is more suitable for the fit man's physique. To cut right to the answer, yes, the vents of a jacket does affect how it drapes on your body. And there's three types. You have your single vent, your double vent, and your no vents. Each tells a story of the origin and the style of the jacket. I've had experience in all three of them. So let's get into each one. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna let you know which one I tend to gravitate towards. To give you a historical context of these vents and how it's applicable today, back in the day when, riding horses was the means of transportation, a guy wearing a jacket would have these vents on him to allow the jacket to properly drape down his body, but also to prevent bunching up at the seat, creasing up the jacket, and making it not look too good. How that is applicable today, well, we may not be riding around on horses, but you may be sitting down on a chair. Same principle still applies. So with that being said, starting first with the single vent, also known as the center vent. On the bottom of the jacket, you will see a vertical slit going right down, and this is considered more of an American style. You will see this on sport coats and jackets more than you will see it on suits. I think I've seen it like on one or two suits, and that's very, very rare. Also, I see a lot of older gentlemen wearing these type of jackets. Now, the way that single vented jacket is cut, it is cut for the larger man. So I would consider fit man in that category of larger men. It's more of a fuller cut. But another benefit of that is, as a fit guy, if you're doing your squats, you're building up your legs, but also maybe intentionally, unintentionally, you're building up your glutes as well. You may have a big butt. I've noticed with a double vented jacket, having those two slits there, it creates a flap that tends to flare out if you have a big butt. Having a single vented jacket, it just drapes over that and it covers it nicely, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. So that's something to think of if you are in the market for jackets and you have a big butt. You might want to go with a single vent over a double vent. Single vents are mass produced. You can easily get them. And yeah, that's something to think of. Like I feel the single vented, center vented jacket is more suitable for the fit man. So I already mentioned the negative aspect of wearing a jacket with double vents or side vents. If you have a big butt, big glutes, it would just flare out on the back end, especially when, and I can attest to this, especially when you taper the sides of the jacket, it would just exaggerate that flare out a little bit too much. So be very careful of that. But a perfectly tailored jacket, and I always say this, get to know, befriend a tailor, because a good tailor, just like a good barber, will take you from looking trash to looking handsome. But a perfectly tailored jacket with double vents will fit the fit man's physique, giving the torso a slimming effect and also creating the illusion of length due to those double vents as well. Now, the double vents is considered more British. You will find this on more classically cut jackets. I've seen it on a couple sport coats and blazers, but you'll find it more on suits. They are more costly to make, therefore they cost more than their single vent counterpart. And if you want to be considered more stylistically savvy, I would say go with the double vents than the single vent. And the last style is the ventless or the no vent jacket. I had one of this in the past, and I got it from a local thrift store. I had it for a short amount of time and then I quickly sold it. The thing with ventless jackets is Because there's no vents, it limits your range of motion. You can barely move in that thing. Added to the fact that it was cut so close to my body. I don't know why I bought it in the first place. I think it was like $4, but it was super uncomfortable, incredibly snug. And you end up doing the thing that you were trying to avoid in the first place. So if you remember in the beginning of this video, I said that, a man who used to ride horses would have vents in their jackets so the jacket can drape and it would prevent it from bunching up and creasing at the bottom. Well, with a ventless jacket, if you decide to sit down, it's gonna do exactly that. So it's like, what's the point? So I can stand here and unequivocally say ventless jackets is not for the fit man. It's not for the big guy. It's for the guy who's like super skinny, who doesn't mind not moving much in his jacket. It is Italian more than American or British, and it kind of makes sense. When I think of European type of clothing, those type of clothing tend to be slim, even their casual clothes. So I guess that kind of makes sense. You see this more on tuxedos. I don't go to much places that require me wearing a tuxedo. So as of right now, I don't have any tuxedos in my closet. But I would definitely say out of all the three vents, center vent, double vents, the no vent is definitely not for us. And if you can, avoid it like the plague. So just to give you guys a quick recap, you have your single vent, or also known as the center vent, very American style. You can find that on blazers, sport coats. And when you think of American style, it makes sense. American style is more casual. Then you have the double vents, or also known as the side vents. You'll find that on more classically cut jackets, more British. The movies that came to mind as I'm talking is The Kingsman and of course James Bond. Those two vents work for the fit man's physique. The single vent more than the double vent. The double vent does work if you do take it to a skilled tailor, so they can tailor it and have it drape down your body real good. But again, if you do have a big butt, proceed with caution. And then you have the no vents, very Italian, snug, made for the skinny guy. Definitely would not recommend that for a big guy or a muscular guy. And it's not for your average American type of body. So out of the three, I would say no to that one. But the single vent and the double vent, yeah, you can definitely work with those two. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried any of these styles. Did you notice a difference with the single vent compared to a double vent? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like this channel, like this video, of course. I will catch you guys in the next one. And as always, stay fly and stay fit.